What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the program. Thank you for tuning in. This is a show I've been wanting to do for quite some time, probably a couple months by the time this comes out. We got a new console. Not new to the world, but new to us. It's the PlayStation 4. All right? It's the standard, the base model, not the fancy Slim or the Pro. No, this is, what is it, the launch edition from 2013. This is a 9-year-old system at this point, but it's very new to me, especially compared to what we play on the show. If you have seen our videos, then you'll know that this is a modern console by my standards. And I've been waiting and lurking and hiding in the weeds, kind of watching people play their Xboxes and their PlayStations and their Switches, half knowing that I wanted to get a modern console someday. And I finally decided on this one for several reasons. I'm going to get into some of those right now and then some of those at the end of the video. Number one, I love the look of the console, okay? Number two, the controller I really like. And number three, and most importantly, in my opinion, this could be untrue or you might have a different opinion, but it just seems to me like the PlayStation 4 has the most diverse library of games. So that is obviously appealing. In today's video, I'm going to show you the small collection that I have. I'm going to talk about what I'm excited about with the PlayStation 4. And then I'm going to be seeking your recommendations. All right, so let's get right into it and go one by one. First game is called Abzu. This is a very chill, relaxed, swim through the ocean, explore sea life type of game. This was recommended by Ken's Games Collection. He mentioned this a while back, probably a year ago, and I took note of that. And when I finally picked this up on Facebook Marketplace, I forgot to mention that, got a really good deal on a lot, by the way. Got the system, got a couple controllers, and about a half dozen games. I traded in most of those games. I will mention the ones that I did keep, but when I did finally get this console, this was one of the first things I purchased because I remember what Ken mentioned about this game, and it is an awesome, turn off the brain, beautiful looking game. You just swim around, and there's just something relaxing about it, you know? All right, next. I've had this sitting on the shelf forever without the console. I don't know what else I could say about it other than it's 50 classic games, Atari. It's a little bit overkill to be playing it on a PS4, but it's cool. It's got some good stuff, you know, Lunar Lander, Tempest 2000, lots of good stuff. All right. Oh, this next one, amazing game. Dead Cells. I cannot recommend this game enough. I've sunk a lot of time into this one, and I'm going to be sinking a lot more into it. This is like a pixelated graphics, awesome graphics, pixelated stuff. It's like 16-bit inspired platforming, hack and slash. I don't want to say RPG, but it has a lot of weapons and shields and abilities you can upgrade every time you die. It's one of these things where the world is like procedurally generated, so it's different every time. And every time you die, you learn more. You learn something every time you get a little bit further. I like that a lot about Dead Cells. What else do I want to say about this? Oh, Modern Retro Renaissance is the one who also recommended this game a while back. He put the spotlight on this game not too long ago on his channel. All right, next, Diablo III. This was one of the games that came in the original lot from Facebook Marketplace. And I had to keep it. I remember having a lot of fun a long, long time ago playing Diablo and Diablo 2 on the PC. So I thought I should try this out and ask the Cheese Gaming. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is his #1 favorite game on the PS4. He recently did a top 5, top 10? Gosh, I can't remember, but I think this was at the top of whatever list that was. Diablo 3, very, very good. All right, we're getting into some of the ones I like to play with my daughter. Lego Marvel Superheroes. I've had this sitting on the shelf that I got somehow, probably a year or two ago, without the system, you know? And, you know, it's lighthearted, obviously. It's superheroes. It's a ton of fun. We've sunk, I don't know, I want to say 40 hours into this together. We play this almost every day, along with another couple of games that I'll mention. But we've unlocked a lot of characters. We've played through the entire story. And even though I think we've unlocked just about everything there is to unlock, it tells you, you know, your progress. It's about 40%. So I can't imagine. There's just so much stuff in that game. It's a big game. All right, next. Mega Man 11. Big fan of Mega Man, so this was on my list to purchase from day one. It's very difficult, actually. I'm having a lot of fun with it, though. Very, very, very good if you're into Mega Man. Okay, next. One of the games my daughter nagged me about for a long time, Minecraft. It's all right. You know, it's growing on me. The way that I see it, it's like digital Legos. We don't play, what is it called? Survival mode. We tried that. It's hard to get into. I could see the appeal, no doubt. But for me, for her, she's 6. We really like the, what is it? The creative mode. You know, where you have unlimited supplies, unlimited resources, and you just build stuff. You build houses, you build fish tanks. We built an arena so that animals can battle and kill each other. It's good fun. All right, next. Untitled Goose Game. This was recommended by Terry from Nostalgia Lane. It's a relatively short game. It gets difficult later on, but you're causing terror as a goose, or you can play 2-player as geese, and you could do tasks and just cause all kinds of havoc throughout the town. This is a good time, for sure. Really, really good. Low tech on the graphics, but high tech on the fun. Okay, now I have 3 games. Oh, you know what I wanted to mention? We have Cuphead on digital. Yes, that was a day one purchase. That was another one I wanted to get. Loved the art style of that game. Very difficult. You guys know Cuphead. Run and gun. With, I should say it's like a boss rush type of game with a little bit of run and gun sprinkled in. I was about to say the other way around, but it's mostly bosses, right? Okay, next 3 games I bought but have not played yet at all. So let's get into those. Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe Edition. I picked this up at the local video game shop, Gamesters Bay. And I thought this was a good choice. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan in the world, but as a relatively decent Star Wars fan, I thought I would enjoy this a lot. So I thought that was a good pick. And the next one that's been recommended by probably just about everybody on the planet, and especially 123 Gamer Man, Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm sorry I haven't popped this in yet. I know that if I do, I probably won't see daylight for a long time. I'm probably going to get hooked. I know this is a fantastic game, and I just got to plow through it. But I also want to enjoy it, so I don't know what the heck I'm waiting for, but one of these days. I got to play this, and then what did the sequel just come out? Horizon Forbidden West. I got to play that, and then I got to move on to the sequel, right? All right. Next, one of the last ones here is Destroy All Humans. Haven't even taken the wrapper off of this one yet. This is the type of game that I know I'm going to like. I just haven't had time between Minecraft and Lego Marvel Superheroes. Haven't had time to destroy some humans, but I will, and I know I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. And the last game I'm going to talk about is this. That also has the wrapper on it. It's Persona 5. And even though I am an RPG fan, you'll notice I don't have any RPGs here. I don't really go out of my way to see gameplay footage, but what I do like to look at pretty regularly if I'm thinking about getting into a game is I'll look up the website howlongtobeat.com just to get an idea of how long it takes to beat a particular game. And they'll have a few different times. One associated with the basic, what do they call it? Just the main story, and another time associated with completionist. And just the main story for Persona 5, they're saying it's 100 hours. And that is not something I'm going to be getting into. So instead, we got a milestone coming up. It's really not a big deal, but I'm looking at this game and I'd like to do a giveaway. So if you leave a comment below, I'd like to make this a giveaway item, all right? It's sealed with the disc rattling around in there. You can fix that up when you get it. You gotta love those PlayStation 5 cases. They're notorious for that from what I understand. So now another thing that I like about the PlayStation 5. Again, just my opinion, but if you've been watching the show for a little while, you know I like shooter games. And again, it just seems to me like there's quite a bit of good shooters on the PlayStation 5. I don't have any yet. There's some on my radar, but I don't want to mention any because I kind of want to hear from you. Not only whatever, shooter games doesn't really matter, but like I said, I want your recommendations. I am going to be looking for some good, high-quality, polished PlayStation 4 shooter games. I don't know if I said PlayStation 5 accidentally before, but I meant to say PlayStation 4. But anyway, looking forward to those. And the last thing that I wanted to touch on is the fact that finally I can go into a store. Look, as much as I love going into the retro game store, I do miss going to places like Toys R Us or KB Toys. I remember from a long, long time ago going into these places as a kid and seeing a wall of video games for systems that were relevant at the time. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, etc. And obviously, you guys know, there was just something magical about looking at the graphics on the back of the game. That's how we chose what games to buy. We look at the graphics, we take the little slip out of the thing. I'm talking about Toys R Us in this case. Take the little price slip out of there, walk it to the front, pay for it, get your receipt, bring it to the magical area, you know, where there was somebody working that in the little hut that housed the games. Get your shiny new game. That's something that I haven't been able to do for a very long time, literally 25 years. So what I'm trying to say is I'm excited to be able to go into a, I guess I would use the term big box, you know, like the Targets, the GameStops. I mean, we all know Toys R Us, places like this are long gone, but I haven't been able to shop, you know, at one of these types of stores for a system that's relevant. And heck, this is becoming irrelevant too. This is a 9-year-old system at this point. But still, to me, like I said, it's new. It's going to be fun. I want to be able to take my kid to go shopping for a game. I don't care if it's the next version of Minecraft. There's something magical about being able to do that and tear the wrapper off, etc., etc. So I wanted to save that little rant at the end because that's something that I think is really special, and I'm going to be able to do that for her with this system. So that means a lot to me. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to hearing your PlayStation 4 recommendations. I can't tell you how psyched I am to be delving into this system. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.